to like not say that this isn't being accessed. If I just do this, why would it complain about this but not complain about these? Whatever. I think that is fine. So let me run all the tests. You're not using DBG in the file? That's true, but then you're not using any of these. Because this is importing a bunch of stuff. I think actually... Oh, did I think I lost my terminal. Did I? Dang. Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to do import star to the extent that you can help it. Pretty sure that's bad practice or whatever. Also, I need to figure out... Oh! I see what I was doing. I have a terminal in Vim, then I have a terminal in my window manager. And I was bringing both of them up. Anyway, I think this will pass all the tests because there aren't very many OpenGL tests, which isn't good. But it's hard to create them. Because you can't do it without like editing the code. Okay. So this passed the test. Whoops. Which is great. Man. Yeah, it just had warnings. So I think this is something reasonable to PR. Can't fail tests if you don't write them. Yeah. And also the star might work differently. That's... I don't think it does. I think it just imports everything, either all of the symbols in the global namespace or all of the symbols in underscore underscore all, if you define that. Or maybe it could work differently. I would be surprised if there's some random thing. But after this gets merged, is it worth trying to set these uniforms? Probably not. These uniforms are from 3JS shaders. And I'm not PRing 3JS right now, so that'll probably just cause confusion. Ambient light color, stuff like that. So now I can just say for each of the mesh, for each object in the meshes, for each mesh, try to set the model view and projection matrices. One problem with this, potential problem, is that if this doesn't take a model matrix, but it does take a view or projection matrix. Oh no, set uniform has its own try catch, I think. Yeah, it does. So I don't think this needs a try catch. I think that's actually safer. Okay, it still works. Okay. Does the rerun button work? Or the continue button? Looks like they work. Okay, so looking back at this. Update frame, I moved. I don't know if it makes sense to enable the depth test here. Actually, it probably doesn't. In render object, I think you set the depth test on your own. Here. So when a object is rendered, it's going to set that on its own. And, I think, when a mesh is rendered, I think it sets that on its own. Yeah. So it shouldn't presuppose that the user wants that to be set. Where was it? Here. Refresh perspective uniforms. I'd rather not have to call this, but I have to for now. This is to make Grant's shaders work with my shaders, basically. Okay, shader.py. Bunch of changes there. Oh, I removed those comments. So it's these changes that are important. Actually, I should just rerun git diff. This attribute filtering is also from 3JS actually, but I'm going to keep it because it's kind of important. Then object 3D stuff, mesh stuff. Then the default shaders I updated. Scene.py has its share of GUI stuff. Great. Alright, I think it's ready. Oh, that didn't work. Destination provided is not a pull ref name, blah, blah, blah. I should probably learn how to push things at some point. Isn't this how you do it? Maybe I don't need the head right now. The source part of the respect is a commit object. Did you mean to create a new branch by pressing to head, colon, blah, 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 blah. Could create a new branch, but I thought you didn't have to do that. Things to learn Python and pushing things, that's true. Oh, I'm not on a branch. That makes sense. So this should be probably also DearPyGui integration. And now I think I can do this. Great, I did it. Actually, it's gonna get worse because I don't know any Rust. The only information I know about Rust is like I actually haven't tried adding something in a while. I should do sphere equals OpenGL sphere. Is OpenGL sphere even a thing? Okay, and then add. Okay, I guess that worked. The depth testing is kind of jank, but that's okay. Okay. Whatever, didn't crash. Okay. Okay, so now I should be able to push this. Or push it and merge it. Great. This probably shouldn't be called object test though. It should probably be called GUI test. Man. Okay. Now I get to write an essay. I hope they don't make me write doc strings. Aren't I technically supposed to have doc strings for like every function I add? Guess I didn't add too many functions. This is why I don't merge things. This amount of homework. I guess it's not a ton. I think an exception can be made. Hopefully, maybe it can. So, well, I guess it definitely can because you're a community dev now, so you could just accept it. Just like as soon as I put it up. But maybe I shouldn't do that. Did this. Just insta merge, yeah. Here, IGY. Is this the... Yeah, the way to capitalize it. Gives away, offers away, get real-time feedback on variable parameters, something like this. Explanation for changes. I always feel like these are the same question. Enables GUI interaction? I don't know. If PR is introducing new features, please adjust the link below to reference the docs of your feature. I guess I could add docs. It would be so much work. Just writing the same thing twice. Indeed. It would probably make sense to document this. But our documentation is just... I guess I don't know that much about it. I won't do it for now. And just the path to the model/class you worked on. It might change additionally. So it might not make sense to document it now. Testing status. Let's say ran locally. Example GUI scenes locally. The API. Interacting with the GUI. It doesn't allow a lot of features that you can do if you interact with the GUI natively. Same like multiple windows. Did that, did that, did that. Have a doc string or private. I did not do that. Watch through all the VODs. Yeah. I used to upload screen recordings. But now that I use an HD monitor, the screen recordings are too big. Have tests. It doesn't really make sense to test GUI, I don't think. Documentation builds, I think so. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Then I'm gonna see if I can actually do a screen recording. Although I'm not running X11, so that might be a problem. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't work. I'm not on X11 anymore. Yeah, I think I'm not going to do all of that. Maybe I could do it with OBS or something. Which also, I guess, isn't working. Okay, yeah, whatever. You just clip it. Nah, it's fine, it's fine. Alright, we got a build error. And it was the pre-commits, because it's always the pre-commits. And the docs didn't build, so that's good. Oh. It's missing, wait, a shared object. Why would that happen? libpython 3.8 so.1.0. I wonder if I can just make an exception for it not to import this if it's running from the documentation. But let me do the pre-commit thing first. Also, isn't the pre-commit supposed to run automatically? I thought that was the point of it. Good old Flake 8. It's supposed to redo the commit. Okay. Comparison to none should be used if whatever is not none. Do not use bare except. I think it's like value error or something. Well, one way to find out. Actually, I don't know how to find out. Maybe I want to do example scenes. OpenGL.py. Open this. Here I can just try mesh.shader. .shader program. Try to set it like this. I'm pretty sure this will throw the error. Key error. Okay, rush your 3GS and tutorial branch to your GitHub Manim repo. I think it's there now. I think. This one, I think, tutorial merged. I think has the walkthrough stuff. Yeah. Okay. Great, that works again. Okay, as for the docs thing, that's gonna be really annoying. Composition.py. Actually, wait, scene.py line 19. Oh, yeah. Since this needs to be imported from scene.py, I can't just not add the import there. libpython 3.8 SO 1.0. I wonder what contains this. And then maybe it's possible to install a pip package that has it. Not a pip package, but a apt package. I just like clicked the first thing. I didn't even check if it's the actual apt repository. Where is the apt repository? Would this allow you to search a file? No, I guess not. Cannot open the shared object file. No such file or directory. Adding the lib path to the LD library path. And then sbin ld config v. This person just installed some Python dev. I wonder if we can find where the apt packages for the documentation are. It's then the make file. Nope. There's a requirements text and an RTD requirements. I wonder what make.bat does. This stuff I don't think involves any apt packages. What's in build? This is where it's just placed. Darn. Maybe I can just ask people in the server if they know anything about this. Or maybe I could make it so that if this import fails, then it just doesn't allow you to run the GUI. The